underneath the basket to Shields and Clark. Caitlin Clark.
Remember when they said women's basketball wasn't exciting? Caitlin Clark didn't just prove them wrong. She's rewriting the whole playbook, with ticket prices hitting $271 for her rematch with Angel Reese. Clark's not just playing basketball, she's putting on the hottest show in town. How's she doing it? Remember when college games were pulling in millions of viewers? Well, the pros are about to blow those numbers out of the water. The rivalry that captivated college basketball has hit the big leagues, and it's bringing a tidal wave of change. What happens when two college superstars collide in the pros? The answer might surprise you, and it's got the entire WNBA holding its breath. Let's talk about how we got here. Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese's rivalry isn't new. It started in college, where their matchups became must-see TV. These two weren't just playing basketball, they were putting on a show. Their battles in the NCAA tournament were intense, culminating in that unforgettable 2023 national championship game where Reese's LSU took down Clark's Iowa. But college was just the beginning. Now they're taking their rivalry to the next level in the WNBA. And let me tell you, they're not easing into it. In their first pro face-off, Clark dropped 11 points, while Reese grabbed 13 rebounds to go with her 8 points. That's not just rookie numbers. That's two players bringing their A game from day one. You might be wondering, how are they doing overall in their rookie seasons? Clark's putting up some serious numbers, averaging 16.3 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 6.2 assists per game.
Has really taken upon her shoulders to be more aggressive offensive.
Job of picking Caitlin Clark up early, but she just...
But Reese, she's making history, 7 consecutive double-doubles. That's right, 7. She's averaging 12.4 points and 10.8 rebounds. These aren't just good stats for rookies. They're good stats, period. What does this mean for the WNBA? Everything. This rivalry isn't just about two players anymore. It's become a marquee matchup for the entire league. The competitive spirit they brought from college, it's alive and well in the pros, and it's catching fire. Let's talk numbers. The first time Clark and Reese faced off as pros, ticket prices shot up to an average of $271. That's not just a game, that's an event, and the viewership, a whopping 2.252 million people tuned in.
What does it mean? What's some advice you've given her? And what?
I love her. I love the way Caitlin Clark is playing.
Ball moves around until it gets back in the hand.
Extended run from the end of the first quarter. Clark again.
That's not just a lot of eyes. That's a statement. This isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about the future of women's sports. Clark and Reese aren't just playing the game. They're changing it. They're bringing in new fans, sparking new interest, and showing the world what women's basketball can be. And here's the thing, they're just getting started. These are rookies we're talking about. Imagine what they'll be doing in a year, 2 years, 5 years. The potential is mind-boggling. While records are falling left and right, something even bigger is happening off the court. You might think no single player could transform an entire league overnight. But what if that player could fill arenas, break TV records, and change the face of women's basketball as we know it? That's exactly what Caitlin Clark is doing in the WNBA. Clark's impact on the league is so profound that experts are drawing comparisons to the biggest names in basketball. One analyst even said, "I haven't seen two players in a sport impact a league like this." It's very LeBron James-esque. That's not just hype, it's a testament to how Clark is reshaping the entire WNBA landscape.
Count the packets. Reese along two. Trails layup drill for her.
Freeze or wide open layups, but now she feels the defender on.
But here's where things get interesting. Despite Clark's stellar individual performances, the Indiana Fever are struggling. They're sitting at a 500 record, which might have you wondering, how can one rookie be both a game changer and an underdog at the same time? The answer lies in the bigger picture. Clark's influence extends far beyond just wins and losses. She's setting multiple league records, including being the fastest player to reach 200 points, 75 rebounds, and 75 assists in WNBA history. That's not just impressive, it's transformative. And let's talk about those TV ratings. As of June 2024, Clark's games have set 9 of the 10 highest viewership records for the WNBA. That's not just a lot of eyes on the screen, it's a whole new level of exposure for women's basketball. But what does this mean for the future of the WNBA? Well, it's not just about one player anymore. Clark's popularity is elevating the entire league. More fans are tuning in, more tickets are being sold, and more people are talking about women's basketball than ever before. Think about it this way, when was the last time you saw WNBA games getting primetime coverage? Or heard people debating WNBA stats at the water cooler? Clark's not just playing basketball, she's changing the conversation around women's sports. And here's the kicker, she's just getting started. This is her rookie season. Imagine what she could do with a few years of pro experience under her belt. The potential is mind-boggling. But let's not forget, this isn't just about Clark. Her rivalry with Angel Reese is adding fuel to the fire, creating must-see matchups that are drawing even more attention to the league. It's a perfect storm of talent, competition, and star power that's taking the WNBA to new heights. Hold on to your seats, because the next chapter in women's basketball history is about to unfold. Remember that rivalry we mentioned? It's not just heating up, it's about to explode. What happens when two of the hottest rookies in WNBA history face off in a rematch that's got the whole sports world buzzing? This isn't just another game on the schedule, it's a clash of titans that's set to break records before the players even step on the court. The anticipation for this Clark-Reese rematch is off the charts, with fans and media alike counting down the days. You might be wondering, what's all the fuss about? Well, let me tell you, this game is expected to shatter viewership records on ESPN. That's right, we're talking about millions of eyes glued to screens, all to watch these two phenomenal players go head to head. But it's not just about the viewers. The ticket prices for this game are through the roof. We're talking prices that rival some NBA matchups. Fans are opening their wallets like never before, all for a chance to witness this historic showdown in person. So what's really at stake here? On the surface, it's about personal pride and team success. Both Clark and Reese are gunning for that coveted Rookie of the Year award, and this game could be a major factor in who takes home the trophy. But dig a little deeper, and you'll see there's so much more on the line. This game has the potential to boost the WNBA's popularity to new heights. We're talking about drawing in new fans, increasing media coverage, and showing the world just how exciting women's basketball can be. And let's not forget about the impact on the players themselves. The pressure is immense. Every move they make, every shot they take will be analyzed and replayed. It's the kind of spotlight that can make or break a player. But here's the thing, Clark and Reese aren't just any players. They've thrived under pressure before, and they're ready to do it again. This rivalry isn't about hatred or animosity. It's about two incredible athletes pushing each other to be better. In fact, Angel Reese herself said, "Me and Caitlin Clark don't hate each other. It's just a super competitive game." That right there tells you everything you need to know about this rivalry. It's not personal, it's business, and business is booming. This competitive spirit is exactly what's driving both players to new heights. They're not just playing against each other, they're playing for the future of women's basketball. Every spectacular play, every clutch shot is another step towards growing the game. And the best part? This is just the beginning. Clark and Reese are rookies, remember? They've got years ahead of them to keep pushing each other, to keep raising the bar. This rematch isn't the end of their story, isn't it? No, it's Ori. It's just the start of a new chapter. So as we gear up for this historic game, remember, we're not just watching two players face off. We're witnessing the evolution of women's basketball. We're seeing the birth of a rivalry that could define the sport for years to come. If you're excited to see what Caitlin Clark does next, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all things WNBA.